Is driving stressing you out? Do you also want to know how to stay safer on the road? Get ready, because today we'll be unveiling 18 driving tricks of the trade, from fuel-saving hacks to safety tips that most of the drivers don't know. These tips will make you a more confident and skilled driver, no matter where you're headed. Alright, let's kick things off with a widespread issue. So, have you ever rolled backward on a steep hill while switching from brake to gas? Here's the fix. Use your handbrake like a pro. Engage it while stopped. Press the foot brake, and when it's time to go, gently release the clutch while lowering the handbrake. Smooth takeoff, zero rollback. This not only saves your transmission, but also prevents embarrassing or dangerous slips and keeps your coffee from spilling. Now that you've mastered hill starts, let's talk about how to handle the downhill without burning through your brake pads. Trust me, your brakes will thank you. Some of you might be familiar with this, so don't ride your brakes downhill. Instead, downshift to let your engine slow the car. Lower gear gives us higher RPM, and higher RPM gives us natural deceleration. As simple as that. Your brake pads will thank you later. This technique prevents brake fade on long descents and saves you many dollars on replacements. It's especially perfect for towing or mountain drives. For example, if you're driving through the Rockies, engine braking will keep you in control without overheating your brakes. Just remember, don't downshift too aggressively or you'll strain your engine. Speaking of saving money, let's talk about one of the easiest ways to improve fuel efficiency and safety, starting with your tires. Did you know that underinflated tires can cost you up to 3% in fuel economy? Underinflated tires hurt fuel efficiency and grip. Check your pressure before driving monthly. Don't trust gas station gauges. Get a digital tire pressure gauge for $10. Find the ideal PSI on your door jamb sticker, not the tire's sidewall. That's the maximum pressure, not the recommendation. Proper tire pressure not only saves fuel, but also ensures even tire wear and better handling. For example, if your car recommends 32 PSI, but you're running at 25, you're losing grip and burning more gas. It's like running a marathon in flip-flops, inefficiently and unsafely. While we're talking about tires, let's not forget about the rest of your car. Did you know that where you park can make a huge difference in how your car ages? Now, let's dive into this simple but often overlooked tip. Parking in the shade isn't just about comfort. UV rays crack dashboards and fade upholstery. No shade? Use a windshield sun reflector. Your car's interior will age like fine wine, not a raisin. This simple habit saves hundreds on detailing and keeps your car's resale value higher. Think about it. A cracked dashboard or faded seats can knock hundreds off your car's value. A $10 sun reflector is a small investment for big returns. Now, let's tackle a problem every driver faces. Foggy windshield driving you crazy? Don't panic and start frantically wiping while you're trying to navigate traffic. There's a super simple and effective trick you can use. Even in the dead of winter, hit the AC button. Yep, you heard that right. The air conditioning. The AC system's primary job is to dehumidify the air, and that's exactly what you need to clear up that pesky fog. Set your climate control to fresh air mode. This pulls in drier outside air, and aim the vents directly at the windshield. The combination of dehumidified air and directed airflow will clear that fog much faster than you might think. No more dangerous blurry vision while you're driving. For example, if you're driving in humid weather after a rainstorm, or even on a chilly morning with condensation buildup, this AC trick will keep your windshield crystal clear. And don't worry about freezing, your car's heater will still keep you nice and toasty warm while the AC works its magic to defog your windshield. Safety first, always. Now, let's talk about another common annoyance. Have you ever wondered what happens when your fancy car remote dies? Most modern car remotes actually have two RFID systems, one active and one passive. The active one is what you use daily, powered by a battery to lock, unlock, and even pop the trunk from afar. But the cool part is the passive system, it's battery free and only kicks in when your remote's battery is dead. It gets its power from a reader in your car, usually near the start button. Just hold the dead remote close to the button, within an inch, and boom, you can start your car. It's like a secret backup, and knowing this little trick can save you a ton of stress. These are the kinds of things you often learn by working on cars. So if your remote ever goes kaput, don't panic. Next up, what do you do if you're trapped in a trunk? So, modern cars have an interior trunk release lever that is usually glowing. Teach your kids this. It's mandated in most countries post-2002. This little-known feature could save a life in emergencies or accidents. For example, if someone accidentally locks themselves in the trunk, this lever is their way out. It's a small detail that could make a huge difference in a crisis. The next tip I have for you all is my personal favorite. So, those cold mornings when your side mirrors are all fogged up or frozen, making it impossible to see anything, that's where the handy defrost function comes in. It's super easy to use too. Instead of just adjusting your mirrors left or right, rotate that side mirror adjustment switch all the way down. This little click turns on the defrosters, which gently heat the mirrors and melt away any frost, fog, or condensation. It's not just for winter either. This trick works wonders during rainy days too, keeping your mirrors dry and your visibility crystal clear. Even seasoned drivers often overlook this simple feature, but trust me, knowing how to use it can make a world of difference in challenging weather. No more wiping mirrors by hand or waiting impatiently for them to clear. Just flip the switch and let the defrosters do their magic. Before we move into the next one, I'm really curious to hear what you guys think about the tips so far. Let me know your thoughts, your experiences, anything you want to share down in the comments below. I try to read and respond to as many as I can. And while you're at it, please don't forget to subscribe, just so that you don't miss any more content from us. Alright, the next tip we have for you is adaptive cruise control. It's a game changer for highway driving. Forget traditional cruise control that just locks in a speed. This is way smarter. Adaptive cruise control uses sensors to scan the road and actually adjust your speed based on the traffic ahead. You set your desired speed and the system maintains it, but if it spots a slower car, it automatically slows you down to keep a safe distance. Once the road is clear, you're back to your preset speed. No effort is needed. Even cooler, many systems handle stop-and-go traffic like a pro. If things slow to a crawl, your car will reduce speed and even come to a complete stop if necessary. When traffic picks up again, it automatically resumes. This awesome feature takes so much stress out of long drives, making them safer, smoother, and way more relaxing. It's cruise control, but on a whole new level of smart. Now, let's move on to something everyone thinks they know but might be doing wrong. In a panic stop, squeeze the brake pedal hard and don't pump. Modern ABS systems work best with steady pressure. Feel the pulsating? That's normal. Let the system do its job. This technique shortens stopping distance by up to 30% on slippery roads. For example, if a deer jumps out in front of you, this method will help you stop faster and more safely. Remember, ABS works best when you trust it and keep your foot firmly on the brake. Now, if you want to save even more fuel, try this ninja hyper-miling trick that pros swear by. It's all about timing and smooth driving. Accelerate smoothly to 60 miles per hour, then coast in neutral or with light throttle. Repeat. Pulse and glide can boost fuel efficiency by 20% on flat roads. Just remember, only do this in light traffic. Safety always comes first. For example, if you're driving on a quiet highway, this technique can stretch your tank further. But always stay aware of your surroundings. Hypermiling is great, but not at the expense of safety. Alright, rainy days demand special attention. Here's how to read the road to stay safe in wet conditions. It's all about understanding where the water goes. Water pools in the lowest part of the lane. In heavy rain, drive slightly toward the higher middle section to avoid hydroplaning. Just don't hog the center. This gives you better traction and fewer surprises on wet roads. For example, if you're driving on a multi-lane highway, stick to the middle of your lane where water is less likely to accumulate. It's a simple adjustment that can keep you in control during a downpour. Before you even start driving, there's a quick pre-drive checklist that can save you from blind spots and blowouts. It takes just a few seconds, but makes a world of difference. Adjust mirrors before driving. Set seat height to see 3 to 4 inches of your hood for better spatial awareness. Check the tire tread with a penny. If Lincoln's head is visible, replace the tires. This quick pre-drive ritual prevents blind spots and blowouts. For example, if you're about to hit the highway, taking a moment to adjust your mirrors and check your tires can save you from a dangerous situation later. It's like putting on your seatbelt, non-negotiable. Your car talks to you if you know how to listen. Here's how to decode those strange noises. It's like being a car detective. Squeaks, clunks, or whines. A rhythmic click while turning could be a CV joint. High-pitched squeal at startup, likely a loose serpentine belt. Diagnose early and repair cheaply. Listening to your car catches small issues before they become $1,000 are headaches. For example, if you hear a grinding noise when braking, it could mean your brake pads are worn out. Addressing it early saves you from costly rotor replacements later. Ready to corner like a rally driver? It's all about mastering weight transfer. Smooth inputs are the key to control. Brake before the turn, not during. Accelerate gently mid-corner to shift weight to the rear wheels, improving grip. Smooth inputs mean no understeer. This technique gives you better control and extends tire longevity. For example, if you're navigating a winding mountain road, this method keeps your car stable and responsive. It's all about finesse, not speed. Rainy days demand a special rule. Let's break it down. It's all about giving yourself extra space to stop. Double your following distance in the rain. Use the 3-second rule, pick a landmark. When the car ahead passes it, count 1, Mississippi. If you pass it before 3, you're too close. Wet roads double stopping distances, so this rule is a lifesaver. For example, if you're driving on a slick highway, this extra space gives you time to react if the car in front suddenly brakes. It's a simple habit that can prevent a collision. Ever suspect a gas station scam? Here's how to fight back. It's all about keeping track of your fuel consumption. Before pumping, reset your trip meter. If the gallons pumped don't roughly match trip miles divided by miles per gallon, the pump might be rigged. Report discrepancies. This simple check prevents getting overcharged for fuel you didn't get. For example, if your car averages 30 miles per gallon and you've driven 300 miles, you should need about 10 gallons. If the pump says 15, something's fishy. Always double check. Alright, now, if you've got those foggy yellowed headlights making night driving a nightmare, don't rush to the auto parts store just yet. A surprising effective and super cheap fix is probably hiding in your bathroom cabinet right now. Seriously, we're talking about a $2 solution that can make a huge difference in your visibility and safety. It's quick and easy, and you'll be amazed at the results. Do you know the secret weapon? Plain old non-gel toothpaste. Grab a tube along with a microfiber cloth and get ready to buff. That yellowish haze on your headlights, it's oxidation, and the mild abrasive in toothpaste are just the things to clear it away. Just squeeze a bit of toothpaste onto the cloth and start working it into the headlight lenses in a circular motion. You'll see the grime and oxidation start to lift. Keep buffing for a few minutes, then rinse the headlights clean with water. Enjoying the content? Smash the like button and subscribe for more. It's totally free, and it helps support the channel so I can keep making videos like this. Now, for best and longer lasting results, once your headlights are clean and dry, you'll want to seal them with a UV-resistant clear coat. This will help protect them from future oxidation and help keep them clear for longer. You can find this at any auto parts store. While this little $2 trick won't magically make your headlights look brand new, it can restore up to 70% of their original brightness, which is a massive improvement, especially when it comes to night driving safely. Finally, let's wrap this up with a morning gas hack. It might sound like an old wives' tale, but there's actually some science behind it. Did you know how gasoline, like any liquid, expands when it's heated? So, during the cooler morning hours, the fuel is denser and its molecules are packed tighter. This means you're getting slightly more fuel for the same price compared to filling up during the heat of the day. You see, gas stations store their fuel in underground tanks, which helps keep it relatively cool. But even small temperature changes can cause the fuel to expand as the day warms up. You might end up paying for fuel that takes up more space but provides slightly less energy. Now, it's not a huge difference, but it can add up over time, especially if you're filling up large tanks or driving a lot. Experienced drivers often use this subtle trick to maximize their fuel purchases. So, if you can swing it, try refueling during the cooler morning or late evening hours. Every little bit helps, right? There you have it, folks. Car secrets that only experienced drivers know. From mastering hill starts with your handbrake to decoding strange car noises like a car detective. These tips are designed to make you a safer, smarter, and more confident driver. Whether you're saving money on fuel efficiency, preventing hydroplaning, or keeping your car's interior looking brand new, these pro tips are game changers for anyone behind the wheel. If you learned something, please subscribe to our channel. While you're at it, make sure you check out our previous video, 20 worst cars that no one buys, according to Consumer Reports. Stay safe, and we'll see you in the next video.